Hi Shanti, Professor Ball here. How's it going? During the course of the semester, you're going to get feedback from me in a few different ways. Last time you got comments inserted into your paper, which you'll still get this time, but you're also going to get this video where I go through your paper with my comments and feedback to help you next time. So the first thing I do when I look at the essays is I open them up and I look at MLA format. So we have Turner 1, good, your name, my name, the class, and the date. And if I'm just being nitpicky, one thing that's changing with MLA format or just academic writing in general is you would do it like this. But that is definitely a lower order concern. Just keep that in mind for next time. Okay. So Ron Finley, the South Central Gorilla. Ron Finley's passion helped provide access to fresh vegetables and fruits in very low-income communities. That's a fragment. What about it? You need a verb. Ron Finley has a passion to help provide access. Ron Finley is a founder of LA Green Grounders, a group of volunteers, and helps provide food for free. He notices a lack of healthy food choices in his local community and wanted to make a change. Finley started to build a garden on a strip of land owned by the city in front of his home. When discovering mother and daughter stealing food from the garden, he wasn't upset about it, but seen the look of shame on their faces for food, which turned into Finley's motivation. Okay, that's fine. You're giving me some background. What's the title of the talk? I'm not seeing that. And the other thing is, what is your thesis? Meaning, how does Finley make his TED Talk persuasive or convincing? For example, just looking here, it seems like the use of pictures, the rhetorical appeals, that's all I'm seeing. So let's get to it and you'll see what I'm talking about. So Finley starts his presentation of a picture of pictures of local businesses in South Central, of liquor stores, plural, fast food, vacant lots, and dialysis centers. That's quite the combination. Showing that the lack of healthy options in the community, and how curable diseases are a death sentence in South Central. That healthier food choices are limited in the community. Finley said, so that's a comma, home of the drive-thrus and drive-bys. Funny thing is drive-thrus are killing more people than the drive-bys. That would be a good title. An individual made a complaint to the city to remove the garden, and he did not. In turn, he was given a citation, which led to a warrant. All right. So one of the ways that Finley makes his case is he uses pictures. So you make your point. You're kind of illustrating this with the drive-thrus and the dialysis centers. Here, if you think about the pie handout, what is the significance or importance of the pictures? Importance of the pictures. Okay. If I could type, that would be nice as well. All right. Ron Finley connects with his audience through rhetorical appeals of ethos and logos. For example, he explained how his passions by growing food. He explained his passions for growing food, maybe? Finley said, if kids grow kale, kids eat kale. If kids grow tomatoes, they'll eat tomatoes. When connecting these issues to children and the lack of knowledge of growing food, Finley's message to his community is presents it as gangster, and you want to show how tough you want to be. Show it through volunteering and making it look sexy. Okay, so where does your quotation end? Okay, so this ends here. Is it just here? And making it look sexy? Okay, so then if you're looking at the pie handout, how is this ethos or logos? This is where the significance or importance comes in. The other thing about that is it's one idea per paragraph, so you'd want a paragraph on ethos and a paragraph on logos. So one idea. So then what you have is you have this longer quotation here, and when you're doing these longer quotations and you're indenting them and putting them in this text box, you don't need quotation marks because we know it's the quote. Seen wheelchairs bought and sold like used cars and dialysis centers popping up like Starbucks. Food is the problem and the solution. I'm tired of driving 45 minutes to buy an apple that is not already impregnated with pesticides, so I planted a food forest. Okay, Ron Finley connects to logo through the data he presented to the audience. And you did this a minute ago, so semicolon, for example, how 25 million people live in a food desert. And this is dessert. This is nothing for you to fix, but the city owns more than 26 square miles of vacant lots, which is equivalent to 20 central parks. He explained that planting will provide thousands to 10,000 of seeds. 1,000 to 10,000 seeds, maybe? Put a question mark there. That green beans could be worth $75 worth of food. Ron Finley passionately said, growing your own food is like growing your own money. Ooh, that's good. Through his volunteer organization, he provides not only access to fruit and vegetables, but he educates. Okay, so you have this as logos. How is this ethos? When you're talking about this, where is the credibility? So hold on one second. So pi, ethos, credibility, or trustworthiness. Okay, you need that as well. Furthermore, Ron Finley's passion to educate. This is a fragment. So Ron Finley's passion to educate and provide a healthy outlet to his community. Take a look at this. Through his community and organization shows how much he's respected within his local community. That could be ethos as well. You don't have a subject here. Who is able to continue his hard work? That's a fragment. I know who it is. It's Finley, but you don't have it there. So, and then you have all these pages here. I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. So with your works cited page, you almost had the right idea, except this goes all the way over here, and then this is indented. You also need, this is the date that it was uploaded. You also need the date that you found it. So you almost have it here. So in terms of responding to the prompt, I see it a little bit when you say that he uses, let me get to it, when you say he uses pictures of local businesses, and he shows you that in South Central there's liquor stores and fast food restaurants and stuff. You have that, but you need to explain the significance or importance of the picture. One thing that I said in the prompt is you can talk about the rhetorical strategies like ethos, logos, and pathos and so on, but that's after you've covered everything else. So you talk about pictures, maybe his tone of voice. Does he use music in the background? Does he use humor? Does he ask the audience questions? Does he use data or statistics? It's pretty much whatever you think it is in terms of how he makes his case. Each of those should be a paragraph. So your essay itself is 1, 2, 3. It's 5 paragraphs, but you only talk about 2 things, the pictures and the ethos and logos, and that should come at the very end once you've talked about a few more things. So Shanti, use my feedback to do your next error log and to also help you for paper number 3. You'll want to take a look. I know you're having trouble earlier with thesis statements, and the thesis statement here would be Finley is able to make his case through the use of images, humor, data and statistics, and ethos and logos. That is what the paper's about. Well, I added my couple things there, but that's what the paper's about. All right. So you are allowed to revise 1 paper this semester, and you'll know which paper that'll be after paper number 3. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay? Thanks.